after months of speculation and waiting and a really eerie, ominous update from Run Disney yesterday, today they finally updated their website and in-person races are starting with Wine and Dine Weekend. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through each of the events that they've announced and kind of give you an overview. There are no registration dates available at this point, but at least we have some information about the upcoming races, including the lack of Star Wars weekend. They have replaced that, it looks like, so we will dig into that as well. The first weekend that will be back will be the Wine and Dine Half Marathon weekend. It is the weekend of November 4th through the 7th. Unfortunately, we are actually in Chicago that weekend, so we cannot participate. But they have in-person and virtual options. So the in-person and the virtual options are the exact same. You have a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and the 2-course challenge. They also are selling tickets for their post-race party. The next race is going to be the marathon weekend. So for that, that's going to be January 5th through the 9th. It's a little bit earlier. Usually it's a little bit later in the month, but I did notice it's earlier this year. And for that, they again have virtual and in-person options. So you have the 5K, the 10K, half marathon, full marathon. You have Goofy's race and a half, which is the half marathon and the full marathon. And there is Dopey as well, which is all of the races. They also have the virtuals for all of those races. Next weekend will be my birthday weekend, Disney Princess Half Marathon. So they actually have added an additional event. It's called the Disney Princess Sunrise Yoga. So we will see what that's all about. But just like the other weekends, you have the 5K, 10K, half marathon, and the Disney Fairy Tale Challenge, and all of those, with the exception of the yoga, you can do virtually as well. Now, the biggest or the most interesting piece of information is this Run Disney Springtime Surprise. That is going to take place March 31st to April 3rd. There is no mention of Star Wars, so it is pretty clear that they are eliminating Star Wars weekend. They have no information about what type of races will be happening during this springtime surprise, but what I find really interesting and really exciting is if you look at the picture that is on the kind of like the banner on the top, there is the Tower of Terror and there is a picture of Everest. And if you have any history with Run Disney, you know that they used to have a Tower of Terror 10-miler and an Everest challenge. And this is really exciting because they're being really vague about this. So there's going to be a lot of speculation. And once I have additional information, we'll put it out to you. But this is a super tease because this is now wondering, are they going to bring back the Tower of Terror 10-miler? Are they going to bring back the Expedition Everest Challenge? So this is really exciting. For those who don't know, I am a big Run Disney person. Here are some of the events from the years. I did run at Disneyland. When we found out that they were not going to be doing the coast to coast anymore, I went and actually flew out and did the last half marathon, that Avengers weekend, however many years ago it was. And so I do try to do an event every single Run Disney weekend. Like I said, unfortunately, for Wine and Dine, we are not going to be able to do that because we're going to be in Chicago. But now that we have the dates for future events, we will most likely be running every future weekend. So before COVID, we were doing like a half marathon almost every single month. And that was kind of before we started doing those videos on this channel. And so in the future, you will actually see running event videos. We usually do the half marathons. I told Brian that, and he won't do it. He'll do the half marathon for marathon weekend. But I already said if they come back and they offer the full marathon, I'm going to do the full marathon. So for that weekend, we may have 2 videos. We may show you guys the half and the full. But this is really exciting. we will be signing up for one race per weekend, with the exception of Wine and Dine. And yeah, this is really exciting news. You know, for a lot of people, these events really push them to be to have some level of fitness, you know, something to work for. They're very inspirational. So I am super, super excited that they are hosting in-person races. So which weekend are you most excited about? I personally am most excited about the marathon weekend because I love the marathon. And I'm really excited about the springtime surprise. That one, if they have some really cool races, we might just do the whole weekend. So we'll see what happens there. But let me know in the comments which one I should be seeing you at. And as soon as I have more information, I will pass it along. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.